Fanatically Correct. Brought to you by us, fans like you, but mostly us.
Maybe there's some food in this icebox. Bandit seems to think there's something else in there.
Well, there's one way to find out. Let's open it.
Gosh! What the? It's a man!
He's half frozen.
In a dark corner of the world, three men will work together to bring you a podcast like no other. This is Fanatically Correct, where the fans, the geeks, and the nerds are always correct. With your host, MSK, Yo Peace, and Omega.
So, we're recording, so we're just going to start the
Yes, man.
podcast, and whoever walks in, walks in. We are Fanatically Correct. I'm your host, Omega.
MSK.
Yo, peace.
And we're going to be talking retro Saturday morning cartoons. When we say retro for us is 80s, 90s. So, but we're going to talk much older than that because, we have an older crowd with their kids, and we have a younger crowd with their kids. There you go. So, Saturday morning cartoons, and since the Melodica men are here, thank you for being here. Check out their YouTube channel. They have wonderful, great stuff. They'll be playing some Saturday morning cartoons for us. There's some trivia. We got prizes here, so hopefully people show up to get these prizes. Don't have a very big crowd right now, but we don't need it for a podcast.
It's probably going to go back to our house.
Everyone who is here, pretend to be really loud, so there's a lot of people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Wow, that was very convincing.
Yeah, it's convincing.
That's like 6 people. So we'll just start off, because once people start walking in, they'll probably do mostly playing Melodica men. Saturday morning cartoons. You got a favorite each?
Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh.
This is awesome. I wonder if it's
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Under the Sea, SpongeBob SquarePants. That's awesome. Well, they jammed the whole thing. SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah. So,
That's
so the Melodica men are obviously significantly younger than me. I mean, I know of SpongeBob
by a lot.
through nieces and nephews and godsons, but that's definitely
grandsons. I think you just said
you 90s babies. You 90s babies.
SpongeBob was
SpongeBob's a great one.
SpongeBob, SpongeBob was around when...
There you go.
Yep.
A little bit older.
Oh, there you go. That's
there
around.
you go.
That's around.
Merry
your time.
Melodies.
Yeah. That's all, folks.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's awful. That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
That was great.
So Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes. I don't think there's a single kid on this planet who hasn't watched Looney Tunes.
I don't know.
Really?
Have you watched
That's
Looney
some bad
Tunes?
parenting if you don't expose your children to Looney
I'm pretty
Tunes.
sure he's had.
Calling it now. There might be some bad parents in the room, including one of my co-hosts, but that's important. Hey, Spider-Man, by any chance, have you seen Looney Tunes?
Bugs Bunny.
Porky Pig.
Oh, I'm worried.
Oh,
I'm
Daffy
worried.
Duck, Yosemite
Uh-oh.
Sam.
I'm worried.
Wow. That's close enough. Tiny Toons, that was a Saturday morning for us.
He has no idea what we're talking about.
That was a true Saturday. Space
Jam, there
Jams,
you go.
yeah, wow. The basketball-loving dad did not figure that one out. Nice. So, something we discussed, and one of the reasons we're doing this panel is Saturday morning cartoon is no longer a tradition. I mean, thanks to
It's
all
like
the
an
streaming,
everyday morning cartoon.
Netflix, I mean, everything. There's no wait for kids, no reason to get up early on Saturday. I think they sleep in like the adults. There's like just really no...
Yeah, I think that started, we got a little spoiled because we were the first generation with the whole Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
The generation before that was even worse.
USA,
We have a question.
For the late
Adult
nights.
Swim.
We have a question in the audience.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Sirs, go to the podium. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mutant
Oh, we're
Ninja
good.
Turtles.
Get around
We
to
can
that.
open up that can of worms.
Yeah.
We'll
So
go
we
there in
saw
a second.
we all watched the original.
Of
when we came.
course. Wait, hold on a second.
Well, he likes
Everyone can
the
see.
new class.
I'm rocking the arcade game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shirt.
He sees the
Classic.
the new class though.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes the CGI one.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because even
before
have a
this
newer
one.
one that looks whack.
yeah, I'm a little worried about the new Ninja Turtles.
I have not seen the new ones actually. The latest one I have not seen.
So this is always a fun argument. Favorite turtles. I think we do this all the time on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We'll pull the crowd. If there's anybody in there, applaud if your favorite turtle is Michelangelo.
I got two.
That's
Two
the
for
Melodica
me.
Men. They're the Michelangelo
Two,
guys.
two
Well,
there.
I'm honestly, they're better than what's one of them is gonna be.
Yeah,
'Cause I
we'll
feel like
jump
I'm
straight to that.
Yeah.
I feel
Applaud
like-
if your favorite turtle is Donatello.
Woo!
Yo piece. That's it. He's a good turtle, but
It's the only one.
He's a smart
just
turtle.
one.
They're all good. They're
All
all
right,
good turtles.
here comes the MSK Omega battle. Applaud if your favorite turtle is Leonardo.
Oh, we got three.
Got three. We got three there.
And applaud if your favorite turtle is Raphael. What?
Oh,
Three,
so
yes,
tight.
three.
We're tight.
Spider-Man
Three and
switch
three.
teams.
Three
It's that
and
video
three.
game. It's that video game,
Or,
isn't it?
or
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe someone in his family keeps telling him, you better like Raphael.
Pretty much, yeah. I do constantly threaten my nephew, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Raphael's the best one.
We don't know who's
So-
behind that mask though.
Yeah, that's why I said his family, but yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we'll go down the list. We'll start doing a couple of our favorites, and anybody can interject anytime they want. Melodica Men, you can start playing anytime you want. I'm gonna wait till a couple more people walk in before we have you play a really good one. Because I know there's one from your YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
we want like a 12-minute set. So
Yo,
good luck.
Peace.
Good luck.
Since you'll be taking the necessity at the end, throw one out. That's a favorite. That isn't going to be your necessity for today.
Well, this is I don't think this was a Saturday morning cartoon, but I'm just gonna throw it in. It's Darkwing Duck.
Nice.
Darkwing
Darkwing
Duck.
Duck. When
Darkwing
there's
Duck.
trouble, you can call DW.
Yep.
Y'all don't know
Darkwing
Darkwing Duck?
No.
You can't
No.
play Darkwing Duck.
No music.
What?
It's all right. That's all right.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Well, there's yeah.
Silence.
You don't know it, but
It's great. It's great.
did you ever
Darkwing Duck?
see DuckTales? Ever heard of that one? With
Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, Louie. Okay, it was a spin-off of that.
Still early.
And how long do we have you guys till? So I keep track. So I don't always. All right.
I like that.
We got
2
them
minutes
for
out.
2
We
minutes,
got-
and they're out of here.
Skip
All right.
30.
Oh man, we got
All right,
there.
from the people in the back crowd, we're gonna do a quick guessing game for a prize. All right, that prize is gonna include a gift certificate from our sponsor, Ben and Johnny's On Point Barbershop, located by IKEA. It's free haircut on them and a couple of little things in the goodie bag. So they're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do a quick round
Did you say
and
free?
play something. And the people in the back, go ahead, throw out a guess.
There you go.
What is it?
There you go.
Simpsons. Perfect.
Oh, there you go.
So we got one contestant.
There you go.
All right, give me one more.
Yeah.
Family Guy, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got two contestants. You're both going to get something for sure, but now it's for the haircut. The first one they shout it wins it. Give me one more, guys. You can give me the really good one since you got to leave. You know which one I'm talking about.
Uh-oh.
You're about to leave, so give me the give me the good one. Give me the
Here
good
we go.
one.
Here we go.
Here we go. Get ready, guys.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Oh,
What do you
got one
got?
here.
There you
Scooby-Doo.
go.
We got
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
there
Alright.
it is.
There you
There you
go.
go. That one.
Got it.
That one's for the haircut. So you
Yeah,
won that.
perfect. That's
Courtesy
perfect.
of Ben and Johnny's On
Yeah,
Point
it's a win
Barbershop.
right there. Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Come on up. You got that one, and then the other two come. Scooby-Doo, baby. So we can get your, actually, just go to the mic. I'll take it to you. Here we go. First for you. What is your name?
That's awesome.
Tiffany won a prize. You did a great job. Your name, sir? Jesus. Jesus
Awesome.
won a prize. And who's the man who won the haircut?
Yeah,
you
go
can
ahead.
take- Edgar. And Edgar won the haircut. Thank you
Hey,
so much.
thanks, guys.
Thanks, Melodica
We'll
Men,
see
for
you.
joining us.
We'll
Appreciate
definitely
it.
see you
guys
We'll be
later.
seeing you around.
I appreciate
There's a
it.
Marvel panel later. and
Awesome.
We know you're
I still want my
you're
12-minute
looking forward.
set.
Yeah, for sure. Come to our house and do it. Do you do kids' birthday parties too? Oh, not cheap though. You got to pay for their flight. Thanks, guys. So they'll be around the con all day, and we're going to see them probably a little bit for each one of our panels.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So now we'll talk some more. So Yo Piece had brought up,
We're talking about Ninja Turtles. So we got
Ninja Turtles,
we
that's
got a
right.
tie between Raphael and Leonardo.
and Leonardo's pretty much attacked. Well, we got a new guest in the room. Favorite Ninja Turtle?
Me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you.
Wow, that's a tough one. I like Leonardo because
Oh.
he's the leader.
Ah, the tiebreaker.
I like Raphael because
Oh, man.
he's the
This-
badass.
Oh, man.
That's the battle we had
This seems
between
to be
Leonardo and
the-
Raphael.
Angelo and Donatello don't do much for me.
Oh, really?
We
Okay.
just got
Order
more
pizza.
people coming
All
in.
right.
Quick poll in the back that's walking in right now.
I really
Favorite
hope.
Ninja Turtle.
I really hope.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, you totally put him on the spot.
Thank
They-
you for coming in.
I think they just wanted air conditioning. to be
Favorite
honest.
Ninja Turtle. Oh, there's plenty of AC right here on the front. There's some comfy chairs to sit in. We're talking Saturday morning cartoons.
The red one,
We
that's
got some
Raphael.
cereal. Raphael's the red one.
Oh, we got
He's a
another
good-
Raphael.
There we go. If it pops, don't worry about it, man. It's like a dollar store.
This is
chair.
slowly turning
You're good
into
to
a
go.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle podcast.
So yeah, with the thing with the Ninja Turtles, I mean, now we have. I mean, when we were kids, there was just that one cartoon and then those movies.
Yeah.
And that's all we had. So it was really easy just to follow all that. It was a great Saturday morning cartoon. Did we ever start getting that like after school? Did that ever transfer over? I don't remember.
I feel like they used to have it like around 4 o'clock in the weekdays. But the new episodes would come out on Saturdays, I think.
Yeah, Saturday mornings
they
always
would.
the new EPs. So yeah, but now there's so many reboots of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they reboot it every 3 years now.
And I know, I mean, some of the voices are like different. I know.
Well, the last one had like 6 seasons though before this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like about 6.
More of nostalgia. Yeah, we're not, especially Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles, we're not fans of the. I mean, I think Yo Piece is. He watched with his kids. You said that one is really good.
The cartoons before.
Yeah, the cartoons. The one before the most recent one
Because
was one of your
I
favorites.
am not a fan of the movies,
Come on
and I
in,
would
take a
let
seat.
everyone know about that.
He saw the movies 12 o'clock midnight.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So
Not a fan.
MSK, you got or I throw one out.
Cartoon. My favorite cartoon
Saturday
will
mornings.
always be the Batman animated series.
Yeah, that's the one I was hoping the Melodica Man would play. They play that
Yeah.
one, so they're holding on to that for
They're
something.
probably
Yeah,
holding
they are.
on to it.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna put on
Yeah.
costumes
They're probably
or
gonna
something.
just pop in and stop playing it
because
out
they
of
do it for
nowhere.
the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, hands down, that is by far also my favorite.
That's my favorite
Animated
cartoon
series of all time.
Yeah,
This Batman
because
animated
it's done well enough for kids to it's Batman. They're entertained by it, but also for adults to watch it. And it's like a lot of deep storyline in each character. So I really dug it from the very day I saw it.
I mean,
got Spider-Man with their hands up, with his hands up.
Spider-Man's
Yes,
got a question.
it's Peter.
Peter Parker, Peter B. Parker, Miles
sir.
Morales. Which one? There's so many now.
What happened?
Okay, he's silent.
Thank you for that, Spider-Man. Back to Batman the Animated Series. So yeah, with Kevin Conroy, and that's actually one of the things that's going on right now, so I'm sure people have heard about it. He's actually going to be on the CW's Crisis of Infinite Earth crossover. He's actually going to play Batman. Now, I don't know how he's going to do that, and this is going to bring up another animated series that we all loved. Everyone's guessing he's going to play Old Man Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond, which applaud if you were a Batman Beyond fan. Batman Beyond fan, there we go. It's great stuff.
Yeah, Batman Beyond was great.
So everyone's
That was
hoping
good.
now that they're going to cast a Terry McGinnis, even though it's going to be a small role because they also got Burt Ward. I mean, they're going crazy on that. But yeah, just to finally see Kevin Conroy portray a live-action Batman, which we've seen him live at other cons. He does it well. The guy's like, he's 6'2". He's a big guy.
Yeah, he could play Old Man Batman pretty well. He's by far the best Batman
Hands
ever.
down.
Hands down.
And Mark
voice.
Hamill, the best Joker.
Yeah,
Easily.
And especially together, when they work together, it's incredible.
And then one of the things for our older adult crowd that understands that goes into show making, not just enjoying the show. I mean, that's a great show to just enjoy and watch for kids. But it's incredible and impressive to see how the reason that animated series blows everything else away is because these actors were actually, we saw that in the Kevin Conroy interview, which is they actually worked in a room together and did those
Right.
voiceovers. So they weren't just like individually in a booth, like the way they do Pixar and the way they do Disney. They actually acted out together in a room. Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, all the actors, Michael Rosenbaum, he does Flash and the Justice League. That whole DC animated line of series, you actually had all these actors in rooms together acting.
They did it like a radio drama, like back in the day. They just have all the
pretty
actors
much.
and acting it out.
It's classic. I gotta go with to break
Flintstones,
from the
right?
Batman. The
Something-
Flintstones. This guy.
No?
I mean, that's a great cartoon, though.
It is.
That is.
I was
mean,
more of a
that's not
Jetsons
my
person,
generation of cartoon.
Yeah,
but
I was more of a Jetsons person.
I
but-
watched it. The Jetsons. Yeah,
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Of
That's
course.
Why. What was that? The Gizmo.
Oh, yeah, true.
The Jetsons. I'm gonna go with before we start pulling more in the crowd. Gargoyle fans in the crowd. Gargoyles.
Yeah. There's a lot
know.
of people. There's a lot of people.
By
how-
far.
That was a sad story when they just took it out.
They just took it
I
out.
know.
man.
I know. They didn't really. And
They,
what's
they never
incredible-
really finished that.
No.
No, they just kind of like
That just
they
left
have a
things
lot
out.
of setup in that show.
Yeah,
I
they
remember,
did,
and then
yep.
they just kind of
And they had
canceled it.
plenty of seasons that could have been a final season, like the way they were set up for it, but they just never
Yeah.
really got a transition
That's
for that.
that's one cartoon that I think would have a great adaptation to film if you get the right people doing it.
I agree. Especially now with all the CGI we got with the things
Yeah.
that Marvel's doing. I mean, does Disney, it wasn't ABC. Does Disney own Gargoyles?
Yeah,
They do?
I
Yeah,
think,
Oh,
I
so
think
there
so.
you I don't know what Disney
Disney
does
owns
on
everything.
that.
They own us.
And they own
We don't
Power
know
Rangers.
it, but they own.
especially Yopis. They own.
Wait, they own us for real.
A little bit. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
they do. They own a
Yeah,
third.
heard.
They own a third of the podcast.
But yeah, Gargoyles was one of the hands down.
All
one
right,
of the best ones.
maybe we've got a Ninja Turtle one if we have enough Gargoyle fans in the crowd. Favorite Gargoyle? I think we might all have the same one there.
Probably
I
gonna
can't.
be.
I can't do that. I'm not.
Who's it going to be?
I'm not gonna do that.
It's
No.
probably gonna be Goliath. I mean, Goliath.
If Goliath is
and-
the favorite in the room, get a quick applause. It's not Goliath.
not.
We got one guy. How about you? Is it Goliath?
Goliath and what is it?
You probably don't remember the name.
We had Lexington, we had Bronx, we had Brooklyn.
Brooklyn was the red one, right?
Brooklyn was the red one.
I'm a Brooklyn guy.
Yeah.
Brooklyn fans?
Really?
The oldest one?
That's Hudson.
Oh, yeah,
The
Hudson.
oldest one, Hudson
The one with the
was
eye
good.
patch. Yeah, Hudson
Yeah.
was awesome.
Hudson
They're
was
all
awesome.
good. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, they're a harder group than like the Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles are similar in a lot of ways
Yeah.
from each other, where you're each their own.
Lexington was like the Donatello. Like I remember him being the geekier one.
Yeah.
of the
Lexington was the real small one, right?
Yeah,
So he's the
yellow
Krillin.
one.
The Krillin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Krillin of the crew.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
He-
who's the Yamcha? He's also the Yamcha. He's the Krillin and
Probably.
Bronx was awesome. The dog.
Bronx was the dog. Yeah, Bronx. I think Bronx and Hudson were good in that.
Yeah,
team,
they're
just because they were
always
just like the hardcore, like let's just fight type of.
It's
Yeah, they were
It's such a
warriors.
great
Definitely
balance.
warriors.
Yeah.
They're just straight to it.
no, and then like the Lex Luthor of that show, Xanatos.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
Yes.
the good villain, sometimes the dark villain. Yeah, Loki was
Yeah.
in that was awesome. That was actually Brent Spiner, Data from Star Trek, did the voice
Or-
of Loki.
Of Loki. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the-
You know
the
who did the
bomb.
voice of Xanatos?
Was Jonathan Frakes, right?
Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
William
a lot
Riker.
of a lot of Star Trek.
Number one from Star
actors were
Trek.
on
Yeah,
that.
a lot
Yeah.
were in there. But yeah, Brooklyn was by far my favorite. I love Jesus say he was also looked so different from the rest of them. He had like the long beak.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
the long white hair.
Yep.
So and that's what I liked about the gargoyles. Not all of them had like the same like
Look.
look exactly. They didn't look like
Yeah,
a
they were all
specific
different.
set species.
Which
you know?
makes
It was
sense.
like-
If you look at gargoyles in the world, they're pretty
No,
much
and-
different.
Yeah, in every building when you see them.
Yeah, they're different.
No, and if you rewatch that now as an adult, I mean, for kids, it's great because a lot of action and a lot of simple storyline to follow, but it's got a lot of deep storyline. There are a lot of adult, themes and content as well. So it's like if you rewatch that as an adult, it's a very entertaining series, and that's why you said to bring that live action, that'll blow any Transformers.
We got a question?
Yeah, we got a
You
question right
you
here.
could go up to the mic or you could just shout it out. Up to you. Oh,
Actually, the guy who did Get Out, is it Jordan Peele?
Jordan
Yes.
Peele.
Adam Peel.
He said he was going to make that.
really?
Oh, that's gonna be
I'm gonna be
interesting.
googling that
gonna
nonstop
be
now
very
tonight.
interesting.
I'm
For
actually
real.
interested.
I want to see that. I really want to see it.
I mean, honestly, I've been waiting years for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I have it on my shirt. Like I've been.
There you go.
dying
Yeah,
for
that's
that
right.
show.
Stand up real quick. He's got a Doctor
look.
Who
you go.
gargoyles
Mashup.
mashup, which actually Doctor Who is the probably
Nerd.
longest still running because that started as a Saturday morning special. I think here in the States.
In the state, well, you mean when they're
When
playing
they,
here?
when they started
yeah,
to
probably
add it over
PBS,
here.
Yeah, probably
originally.
PBS.
And when it was
Saturday
in black
morning.
and white, the first like
Yeah.
7
I
Doctors.
still watch those because now they're playing on the Pluto app on
Okay.
Amazon. They have a whole channel of old school
Nice.
Doctor Who. So
I know there's also another channel that at night on weekends they play the older ones.
Yeah.
My godson's been watching those. Doctor Who's a great one. It's not a Saturday morning cartoon, but it has that theme to it because especially the earlier episodes, it has a lot of messages and learning. I mean, it's
Yeah.
got a lot deeper
Oh,
now.
we got another
you know,
one.
Yep. Go ahead. Okay.
oh,
Okay,
Robotech.
yeah, that was like a late 80s.
I vaguely
the first
remember
one.
Robotech. I remember watching that like on Sunday because they used to have this programming slot on UPN where they would play cartoons like that. So I remember Robotech being one, and I forgot the other one. It was another like
Voltron.
mech
Was
type.
Voltron around that time? I
No,
don't
no,
think they
this was
fed off
after
each other.
Voltron. This was already after Voltron.
Robotech's a good
But
one.
yeah, I vaguely remember Robotech being one of the first one like anime type.
Yeah, especially
shows
the
to be on it.
80s anime, because I think it was the early 90s anime when we started getting like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
Ball Z. Dragon Ball first and then Dragon Ball Z. What aired first here?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball
was
did
the
your
first
first
series.
one?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
And then he jumped
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
through. Yeah, and all of a sudden you went from a kid to a grown man with a kid of his own. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I remember that Robotech was one of the things that was strongly in introducing the States to the 80s anime, which started bringing in the Ghost of the Shell, late 80s, Ghost of the Shell, Akira, all the movies. That were, these aren't Saturday morning cartoons, these
I
aren't
think
kid
the
friendly.
first anime that I like ish style that I remember was definitely Voltron.
What was that?
But that's because I was not in the States.
What was the one that was kind of
Yeah.
like Voltron? That was like they were all cats. It's not Thundercats. No, Thundercats was Thundercats. Oh no,
Yeah.
the other one that they each had a robot that was like a cat.
That's Voltron.
That was Voltron.
That
So
sounds
there's also
Cats?
Transformers.
Sounds like
yeah, sorry,
Voltron.
Voltron's the one with the cats.
Are you saying the
There's
cats?
another one.
Because they were lions.
Yeah,
They look
Was
like
it-
cats, but they were lions.
Yeah. Yeah,
He-Man,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, He-Man. I was a big He-Man kid.
Right. But is that what you're
Remember the
talking about? Like
He-Man
they,
and She-Ra. No, there's one. I'm sorry, I'm confusing. The cat ones was Voltron.
What was it?
I think that might have
That
been.
might be it.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, it was different animals. That's what it was.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
'cause the
different
cats was
animals.
Voltron.
All right, so
Yeah.
you're not entirely crazy. That show
No,
exists.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't watched them as a recent. I know I heard actually Yo Piece watches it. The new Voltron. That's
Yes,
like
and it's
next
actually
level.
great.
Yeah,
I
actually, we
like
met
it.
some people down at Tate's a couple of weeks ago that were talking about the new Voltron. And
they're actually
Excellent.
really good.
Yeah, there's really, really
they're
good.
actually the story is different, like sort of different, a lot of difference of it, but it's actually really deep, and I like the storyline where it's going.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
and the animation is incredible.
animation
The
is
animation's-
amazing. It's what's this guy's name? The one that has that's backing them up. It's a famous director.
J.J. Abrams.
We can name.
I'm
it.
trying. I'll find out.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
let you
find
know.
out.
Google
I'm gonna say Guillermo del Toro. He seems like he might back that up.
You know what? It might be.
Yeah, I'm gonna
might
go
be.
with that.
You can't. Well, it wasn't a cartoon, but we'll have to bring it up for a second. Actually, it's good. I mean, obviously Power Rangers totally fed off the concept of Voltron and all the shows of the combined.
Well, Power Rangers came out in the 70s though.
Yeah, well, not. I mean, I don't think was it here in the 70s?
Not in here, but
yeah,
I
that's
mean
why.
the original series.
They
came out in the 70s.
rebooted, stole footage from. Well, not stole, but used
Yeah, that's what
footage
I'm
from
saying.
that
Maybe
to
Voltron
create a
took-
show here. Was that a Saturday thing? Or was that a straight after school show?
Power Rangers was after school. Yeah,
Straight to that wasn't a Saturday.
I mean, I
morning.
don't know now. Well, now there is no
No
Saturday
Power
morning
Rangers in
but-
this one.
yeah.
No Power Rangers talk here. Then we had. We have a
It's
list
okay.
here. Wow, I almost said Yo Piece's necessity.
Yeah, go ahead. Just ruin
I
his
was, no,
necessity.
I was about to throw it out
I don't know what other cartoons
Well,
we
we
have.
had these guys put the cartoons.
Saturday morning
Scooby-Doo.
cartoons,
we
you
got
had,
some-
like, things like
we got some
Smurfs.
Reckles. I'm going to the list.
We had the Smurfs.
You had the Snorks. The Snorks.
Any Smurfs back there? Smurf
Yeah.
fans? There you go.
Smurf.
Smurf.
There
you
you
go.
go.
Papa
Okay.
Smurf. Groucho is the best.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you knew
Smurfs?
that?
You
knew-
seen the Smurfs? Oh, because there's a movie of that.
There's a
one.
movie. They
That's
keep
right.
rebooting it. Yeah.
That's right. I'm a Groucho guy when it comes to the Smurfs. Obviously, I like Raph. I like Groucho.
Yeah, that doesn't
Or was it
surprise
Grumpy? Grumpy Smurf, was it? Gargamel's the villain.
Gargamel, yeah.
Gargamel's
Yeah.
the villain. Yeah, he was awesome with the cat. Gagrio. Yeah. Azrael. Yes? What are you throwing out?
Oh, Beetlejuice.
That's right. There was a
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice cartoon for a
Beetlejuice.
while.
That was Saturday mornings, I think.
Yeah.
Which was awesome, but they really changed the theme in the cartoon because in the film he's the bad guy, and at the
But-
end they're defeating him. But in the
But
in the cartoon
cartoons,
they're
he's the
best
good-
friends,
yeah,
and he's a
they're
good
friends.
guy,
Yeah.
and he's saving them. So they
Well, you got to
really
make it,
changed
you know,
the theme.
kid friendly.
Yeah, you got to
And
use it
you?
for that. Yes, go.
Oh, they just brought that
wow!
back.
Yeah, I'm gonna applaud
Yeah.
that.
Where did
I didn't
you
even-
come out of
I
that?
didn't even
Well,
think of that.
look
That was
at
the one he had
that.
the half sword.
Yeah.
And that was an awesome cartoon. And
Yeah.
oh yes, that was. They were like on. Was it like Neptune or something? It was supposed to be like another planet. That's like all water, or is it supposed? It's just a made up planet.
I have no idea. I don't
I don't
remember that at all. But I
yeah,
know
it's
they
like
just brought it back.
100% water planet, and then like, wow, that was such a. Oh, I'm gonna rewatch that. That's
There
like
you
an outside on my list right next to Gargoyles.
You just
'Cause that
jogged
was-
his memory.
Yeah, you just inceptioned. That was
Inceptioned his
cartoon
mind.
Inception. I'm gonna have to watch that. That's a great one. Was that on the list, your piece? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely down the list.
Wow, she stumped the list.
Came out of
Stumped.
nowhere
We had
with
someone in
that
the
one.
audience just go through the list and like find something that we couldn't think of.
What else
That's
we
a good
got?
one.
We got
We got a ton here. Here we go.
Now, most of these that
We
are
can talk
on
about
the list
Scooby-Doo.
are not part of the.
Saturday
They're
morning.
not part of.
Yeah,
the
not all. A
Saturday
lot of them
morning.
started. Well, Muppet Babies was a Saturday morning.
Muppet Babies was
Muppet
Saturday
Babies.
morning.
Kermit the Frog here. Why
Yes.
your world looks kind of weird.
I'm glad that we've never
And you
saw
wish that
Nanny's
you
face.
weren't there. But now there's a new Muppet Babies, isn't there?
Gummy Bears was part of
You're
the.
saying no, but there is a new one. You're saying no like it's not good. It's bad. Okay. There's a bad new
saying
Muppet
no
Babies.
like we say
Like
no
we
to
should
most
know.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fan cartoon.
Yeah, so was that
Yes.
Saturday?
Oh, see, but I feel
Was
like
that
these
Saturday?
were more like.
Rescue Rangers.
I think that was weekdays, and I want to say like 3:30 because I remember.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
was
I remember that
after
also
school.
with
Like
that
right
was
after
the
school.
Tailspin lineup.
Yeah,
Which
Tailspin.
They have rebooted all of those. I know because I flipped through one day and
Yeah.
it's Tailspin,
DuckTales.
DuckTales, the Muppet Babies. Like there's like a big DuckTales is awesome. We
Yeah.
brought up Darkwing Duck earlier and a bunch of guys didn't know, but
Tailspin,
Tailspin, yeah,
Tailspin.
Baloo,
Darkwing Duck.
Tailspin.
Yeah, those I feel like they were weekday.
Yeah,
they
I
might
watched
have
those
had.
weekdays
They
after
might have
school.
had new episodes on Saturdays though. I gotta check.
They might have done that.
But they aired a lot of them during the week after school.
I'll tell you, going back to the Batman animated series, that sprung out. We got the Superman one from that one.
Yep, the
Batman
Justice
Beyond,
League.
Justice League, even Static Shock.
Batman and
technically
Robin, yeah.
came from that. Batman and Robin was part of the Batman animated
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
And then Justice League Unlimited. I mean, that was like a massive stretch of connected
It was
cartoons. I
a
really
lot.
like Static Shock. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a Saturday morning.
Those.
one.
Oh, you know, we're missing like probably the best Saturday morning cartoon for my generation.
Go ahead.
Going,
No,
Oh,
no,
wow.
close. X-Men.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Time for
you would say.
X-Men.
That's
X-Men,
right. That was
That was the
So,
best.
X-Men-
Like,
that
one of
was
the best
Saturday,
ones.
but that was
best
early Saturday
adaptation
morning.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
X-Men. Any X-Men fans in the crowd? Yes, no?
That was
Applause?
early
There you
Saturday
go.
morning. So
There you go. That is
Yeah.
the closest.
Wolverine. That's everyone's favorite.
Wolverine,
I
of
mean,
course.
they can't-
Especially that
mine.
Wolverine.
Yeah,
not mine.
yeah.
I love Hugh Jackman, but
That was not
he's
mine.
not that Wolverine. He's not
That's still not my.
Oh,
my
I know.
favorite.
Yeah, yours is.
It was always gonna be.
I know which one was yours.
Nope.
Gambit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it Gambit?
Yeah, Gambit. That animated
Hands
series
down,
was awesome.
Gambit was my favorite one.
And then
all
Gambit
the
was
time.
great, especially when he had that his
All
own
the
episode.
time.
What do you want to entertain? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and animated. Yeah, 100%
Yeah.
right. It's like DC does animated right. Fox.
Which
did
I don't
animated, right?
understand why they didn't just watch the first 4 episodes of the X-Men series, which was all about Sentinels, and they had a great arc.
Yes.
And they just
Because
get
then,
that and
then
make the
those writers can get credit for trying to create a story, right?
I guess I don't know, but easily it would have been like the best arcs in that show.
Everything was great in that.
Go ahead,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
up front. What you got? You
Oh, you like the new
movies?
ones? I gotta talk
Really?
to your parents.
Even
definitely
the
gotta
Dark
talk to your
Phoenix. Has he
parents.
seen the Dark Phoenix? Oh, he has
No,
it?
he
Oh,
has
that's
not.
why. That's
All
why he
right,
likes
yeah,
the movies.
Speed
Speed
Racer.
Racer's awesome.
Racer.
Chim Chim. Go
Speed
Speed
Racer.
Racer, go.
Yeah, Speed Racer was like one of my dad's favorite cartoons that I had to watch with him.
I didn't
and
watch
I just
that.
loved. I
I love Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
Oh, you
love
watched
Speed
it with the pops?
You know,
watched it with
and
the
I'm
pops,
gonna be honest. I actually like the movie, and a lot of people don't like
no,
the
I
movie.
like the movie
Not
too.
bad.
And the movie's actually really, really good. Like,
Yep.
like the storyline is actually really good for what Speed Racer
yeah,
was.
It's a bit more new. Like it doesn't really go
but
retro.
but
like
it
the
makes
show did.
sense the
It
way
does.
they
It
did
works.
it. It makes sense to have it in that futuristic world that way, and it's
Yeah.
just it works so well with it. Like
Yeah, it gives
the
you
way
the
they
same
shot it and everything. When they were racing and they would go back and forth with
It's
the camera,
just like the show.
That's
Like
just the show.
Yeah.
And it was backed up by the actual creators of
Yeah.
Speed Racers,
and the whole
which is why it
story, the
worked.
Racer X story with his
Racer
brother
X is
and all
one of
that.
the best
Yeah,
characters
that's the
because he's
greatest
so
thing.
like mysterious, but you know who he is, but it's still kind of cool.
Right. I think I like the movie. A lot of people don't get that movie too much.
Yeah,
too
the
much
thing
time.
with Speed Racer is,
Credit.
at least when I was a kid, so probably the same for you guys. It wasn't a Saturday morning cartoon anymore. Obviously, it was
Right.
already in reruns.
Well, not for
and
us.
I remember, I think I watched it late at night, like on MTV or something like that. Before they had MTV used to have a thing, Liquid
MTV
Television
used
or
to play
whatever.
cartoons.
Yeah, before
I'm just
late,
kidding.
Yeah.
late,
I'm
late,
just
late,
kidding.
late
That
at
show,
night.
that show was definitely not. on
Yeah,
Liquid
before they
Television.
had Liquid Television,
Not on Liquid
before the
Television.
Aeon Flux and all that,
Okay,
they would
okay.
play Speed Racer,
Yeah.
and then it would,
Yeah,
late at night.
Cartoon Network had that. And
No, there was
a
no
bunch of-
Cartoon
Network
back then.
started having it
No, no.
afterwards. So
And then Nickelodeon late at night would play Danger Mouse. You remember
Danger
that
Mouse,
one?
yeah, that's an old one.
Oh, that was good. Which also like was usually during the
Yes,
Inspector Gadget.
Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Space Coast. No, that was already Cartoon Network.
Don't touch me!
yeah, don't touch me.
Don't touch me!
Don't touch me. But Space Ghost, like obviously the original ones were amazing.
The
too.
original one, yeah.
Those were those actually.
Yeah, he was
good.
part of the
I like
Hanna-Barbera
Hanna-Barbera.
lineup.
I like the Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feel and style
Yeah.
style of cartoons. I actually love Hanna-Barbera a lot.
Yeah, because they were simple
Yeah.
and but they were fun to watch.
They were
They're just
fun. They were
to watch.
fun to watch.
What
And
was
all
it,
of them
the-
were different.
The Laugh Olympics. We brought it up when we were
Yeah,
at Tate's.
yeah, you brought it up.
Yeah, when we were podcasting at Tate's, there was a gentleman there that he brought up the Laugh Olympics. I love because it was everyone. You had Scooby Doo,
Yeah.
Right.
And then there was that other dog, the that was like Scooby Doo, not like Ichabod, not like that one. He was like Scooby Doo on all four
Scrappy?
legs. No,
No,
not
no,
Scrappy.
he's
That's
talking about
nephew.
the
It's a
adult.
white one that wore a hat.
Yeah.
Muttley?
No, Muttley. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, Muttley was great too. Yeah, and they're kind of
Yeah.
like a Scooby Doo group. It's the same thing. It had that dog, and like
Just like Muttley.
yeah, I could do a great Muttley when I first wake up in the morning. That's like. Yes, that group.
yes.
Yeah, because
What's
they would always
the
like
name of
race
that?
and stuff like that. Man, the Laugh Olympics were awesome. You had some good stuff in that one. Yeah, and then I mean Yogi Bear was part of that. Hey, boo boo.
Yeah. Yeah, all those cartoons are classics,
yeah,
man.
Ichabod Crane. What was the other one? The pink one with the sourpuss, the one that had the collar, the pink cat.
Pink Panther.
But Pink Panther wasn't Hanna-Barbera, but Pink Panther was.
I think it was. I think it
I don't
was
think so.
Hanna-Barbera.
I think it was his own thing, wasn't it?
I think it was
With the
Hanna-Barbera.
spectacle.
They probably didn't have it with. Well, we got to check that out. But I
How
think it was.
disappointing are the Pink Panther movies? That has nothing to do with the Pink Panther.
Well, the original movies were awesome.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it has nothing to do with the cat or anything like that. You watch the
no,
cartoons,
no.
like, where's the Pink Panther? And it's like,
Well,
Pink Panther
but
died.
but I think the movies-
they did the cartoon started introducing the actual inspector.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Inspector came out
into
in
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Inspector, yeah, that's why I
Inspector
brought up. That was
Gadget.
a late
Yeah,
night. That was a
Penny.
Nickelodeon one.
Yeah.
Now wait,
Inspector
let
Gadget.
me retract that. You said that the cartoons came after the movie though.
Which ones?
The
The
Pink
Pink
Panther?
Panther?
Yeah, it might have, right?
Yeah, the movies came out first.
The first
believe they
movies,
did.
yeah.
then
Yeah,
they
original
made
movies.
the cartoons.
Oh, I think he was talking about the remake, though.
Oh,
With-
okay,
with-
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but
no.
what I'm saying is, regardless,
Steve
like at least I was introduced to Pink Panther as a kid through the cartoon first.
Right.
So then you go
Right.
back to watch the movie, and it's like,
Right,
you got
right,
nothing
right,
to do
right.
with no Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I see what you
It's
mean.
all about the inspector.
Yeah,
That's what I
right,
mean by it's
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Because most kids didn't watch those movies first and then watch the cartoon. Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse was awesome.
Mighty Mouse.
That was part of that. Again, that's not one I watched Saturday morning. I'm sure a lot of people did. But there was like an hour, or there was like Sunday morning, I think it was. That's what they would put, like early Sunday morning, where no kids woke up early or went to church or whatever. So they would have like this like older cartoons, like reruns. That's where you had Casper the Friendly Ghost, Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah. I think that's why our generation got a little lucky because we got a lot of
We were
those
getting
channels.
everything,
Like we were the
yes.
ones that really started getting those 24-hour
retro,
channels and
yep.
retro cartoons.
Well, that's
The
what I'm saying.
retro
I
cartoon,
really want to see there be a wave of somehow parents to force their kids
No.
to do Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. Well, look,
mean-
I forced my kid to watch. I tried to force him to watch Doug the other day, and he was not having it. He was not having it.
That's it. You forced
He was.
your
I forced him
kid?
to watch Doug. Yeah, because I wanted. There was a lineup of Doug, Rocco's Modern Life, and
Oh,
Rugrats.
nice.
Right?
Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah. No, I have not. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw it this morning on the little thumbnail on Netflix. So I was like, I gotta watch that. No, but I was watching the old ones last week, and my kid was like, "Yeah, okay," and he just went
Yeah,
back
I mean-
watching his YouTube.
That was
It's
fun.
hard. The Rugrats. What was that one? Well, Ren and Stimpy's not exactly.
I try showing
Right.
showing
Kid-friendly.
my kids Animaniacs, and they don't really pay attention
Oh,
to it.
Pinky
Yes,
and
and that's from
Brain,
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs,
What was
yeah.
the one Freakazoid that came off of Animaniacs?
Freakazoid, yeah.
Yeah. Freakazoid.
Yeah.
Freaky. No, but Animaniacs. The Pinky and
Bing.
the Brain.
Bonkers. Oh, Bonkers was good too.
Bonkers.
You didn't
like
like Bonkers? I
Bonkers?
like Bonkers. I like
Animaniac
Bonkers when they
fans?
I like
switched
Bonkers.
the.
Any Animaniac fans? Anime kind of good stuff.
Oh, there you go.
That's good
Awesome.
stuff.
Yeah. Bonkers was good when they switched the partner. You don't remember that? No, she hated Bonkers. Okay.
Yeah,
Next.
she really hates it.
Hey, no, I see that.
No,
I
like,
seen it in her
seriously.
face. She hates Bonkers.
Yeah.
Animaniacs was crazy, especially when they always did the coolest things, like anything that was going to be educational from them, like whenever what is it, Yakko that did the
Yeah.
do like the different states or like all the wives of King
That
Henry VIII,
world song
all
is
those things.
amazing.
Yeah.
Which one?
The world song.
Yeah, the
world,
All
yeah,
the
yeah,
countries,
I've never-
all the countries of the world.
Yeah, you
I would
can't-
never remember that.
You never remember
No,
that,
man,
but
I
it's
don't.
great.
That's
That's what's great about Animaniacs, that they're so silly, but
Yes.
if you really watch it, it's very educational.
Yeah.
So-
it is. No, but
It
they
is.
work.
It is.
They work.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
those.
Oh,
Good
good
idea,
idea, bad
bad
I
idea.
love those.
Yeah.
Dot and Whack.
Those were awesome.
Yeah.
No, and then Binky and the Brain fully.
Oh, we
spun
got one
off.
here.
Go ahead.
The
Oh,
world
real
Yes,
morality.
Real
Yeah,
Morality.
yeah, yeah. yeah.
Yes.
It's one of those shows that you could watch with your kids, and like a lot of the adult like jokes you just go over their head, but it's like
That's a
really, really
classic.
funny.
It's
But,
crazy.
and,
Like it's crazy. Like looking back, how many of those cartoons actually were meant for
lot.
like
A lot.
our parents, and
Yeah.
like it would go over our heads. But then you grow up and you watch it again.
It's
You're
like,
like,
why did they let me watch
what?
that? Yeah.
Like I'll bring it up. Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and
Yes,
Stimpy.
that's what I was saying earlier.
Like that's one of those cartoons that I was watching. I shouldn't have been watching those cartoons.
Easy to
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
crazy things going on in
lot.
those cartoons.
Well,
but-
and then you watch Ren and Stimpy, and then we get
Spider-Man,
to the
don't
more
watch that.
adult cartoons. We start going in, which are not Saturday at all. But I'll just bring up a few: Simpsons,
Right.
King of the Hill, Beavis
Right.
and Butthead.
Beavis and
Yeah,
Butthead,
they all like
yeah.
it's like great adult animation, which
Oh.
is now a whole
That was scary.
a whole thing. What
Darth
was that?
Vader almost walked in
we almost
here.
had Darth Vader in here.
yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, I wonder what his favorite cartoon is.
Vader.
Vader. Yeah, it's probably like the Smurf or
Anything
something.
that
Care Bears, yeah.
the Snorks.
Yeah,
He was a
Ewoks.
Snorks fan.
It's probably the Ewok
The
special.
Ewoks
Oh,
cartoon.
We have. What do you got? Yes. Yes, that was the first. Well, that was the first
Yeah.
Spider-Man cartoon I ever watched, which is Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I think it was,
Yeah.
which was Iceman and Firestorm.
Firestarter.
Firestarter.
Yeah,
Firestarter, and it was just the three of them. And that was a good cartoon. It was more campy, like the original. I mean, you're going more to the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
just like the Super Friends,
eras.
just like
but
the
yeah,
Super
but
Friends are
I mean,
kinda
and
campy.
then when the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon came out, it would just had that guitar riff because Yopis complains about the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
so
Just
he likes the.
We just need a refresh. I just want to
We'll,
refresh.
we'll bring that up in the MCU panel, though.
Yeah, we'll do a,
I
we
have
got a
something for-
Spider-Verse coming up, and
Yeah.
eventually we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about the MCU panel.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good Spider-Man cartoon and X-Men. And I remember the first time we saw the X-Men, I think, was in the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon, where he went, or they did a crossover.
I think it was a crossover.
It was a
It was probably a
crossover
crossover.
because that's when he was like growing the extra arms, and then he like went to them for help, and then him and
Yeah.
Wolverine went at
That
it
must
in an alley.
definitely been a
That was good.
crossover.
I
That
know
was a crossover.
there was an X-Men show that they were trying to release that only got a pilot, like in the 80s, that had like Wolverine as an Australian.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah,
everything
look
was
at
like,
that.
Do you
Look
remember
how
Makes
that
that?
turned out.
Yeah, it was.
They
It
got
was
their
that
Australian.
makes sense.
yeah.
It just did a whole circle.
yeah, it's funny. Yeah, maybe
Came
they
back
saw
to
that and they're
Australia.
like, "Oh, Hugh Jackman would
Yeah.
be perfect for that. He's
Perfect.
Australian." Yeah.
We have a couple of an older crowd in the corner. Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
No?
What's a Saturday morning cartoon you watch? I need to watch Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, there you go,
So we're
Johnny
gonna skip that.
Quest. Johnny Quest.
You got me.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do something a little different.
But I'ma
and we're gonna do a Nerdcessity because we're getting close to the
But
end.
I bet you.
So we're Nerdcessity
So,
now.
but the original Johnny Quest is what you
yeah,
love,
of course.
obviously.
Which is
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera. Which is a
Right.
Hanna-Barbera.
pick with the little Tintin and the.
Yeah, you missed it, but we
Yeah, you
saying
walked
that
in. We were talking about the
about
Laugh Olympics, which included. Actually, maybe you guys know. There was another group that had a
Hercules.
dog like Scooby.
I heard that over
He was
there.
all gray and he wore a hat, and they drove around like in a Beetle. Do you know? No, not ringing a bell.
It was not Droopy, right?
It's not. No, not Droopy. No, Droopy's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. But regardless, so that is going to be Yo Piece's Nerdcessity. So before we throw it back and talk a little bit more about Johnny Quest, just going to say real quick, you guys can hit us up at fanaticallycorrect.com. That'll link you to all of our stuff, Instagram, Twitter. We're on Yo Piece Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, Google Play,
iTunes, Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast. I think we're on iHeartRadio now. Or something like that. Is that something about to happen?
I saw that.
Are we on iHeartRadio?
I saw
Oh,
that.
somebody did it.
All right. Well, we're on iHeartRadio.
Wait, wait, hold on. If Yo Piece and I didn't do it, you didn't do it?
I didn't do it.
I didn't do
Someone
it.
hacked our account and put us on
Maybe,
iHeartRadio?
maybe.
I
We'll talk
definitely-
about this
That's
outside
the
of this
friendliest.
recording.
I was about to say that's the friendliest hacker ever. Like,
Yeah, no, we'll talk about this outside the recording. 'Cause this is news to me.
I
Oh.
promise you, I did not put us
well,
on
we're gonna be
iHeartRadio.
between the next panel and this one, we're gonna be changing all our passwords apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
So if you go to our website, you can connect to all your
Yeah.
links. I just want one last time we get what the prize. Ben and Johnny's On Point Barbershop is sponsoring, as well as Sergio's Printing. We go by our table, see our signs. That was courtesy of them. But yes, Johnny Quest is an awesome cartoon.
It is.
And Yo Piece, what did you like most
It
about
is.
it?
Like minor.
Are you talking the original one, or are you talking
So
about the reboot?
okay, so here's the thing. I got into Johnny Quest with the original ones because I remember watching those first, and I loved it. But when they released the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest, which is the newer class, they started introducing a kind of like a 3D. He would go into this world, into this 3D
Okay.
world, and it was like a hacking type of deal that he would do. By far, my favorite cartoons is Johnny Quest because of those cartoons. And it came down from that whole Hanna-Barbera. Like, I just love that. Like I said, I always loved that style of Hanna-Barbera. And seeing the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest, I can tell you, like, those are my favorite cartoons when it came down to the classic retro cartoons. By far. Like, there's nothing that tops it for me. The storylines were awesome. They still kept the same feel of, it was less of the Doctor and everybody else, and it was more about the kids at that moment
Right.
that they were doing the actual adventures. It was like really, really hardcore. And I can tell you, if you can ever go back and rewatch them, I can tell you that they're actually very gritty. Like they were,
Yeah,
they
it was
can be
compelling. It
made
was
into an
compelling.
actual
Haji,
movie.
yeah.
Like
Haji's
everything.
awesome.
Haji's great.
And both versions, and the newer one's Haji's awesome.
Right.
He's- yeah,
right,
yeah.
Yeah, he's really
That's
good
the
at
thing.
it.
That's what I liked about it because obviously the original took more of the adults doing most of the stuff and kind of like helping them figure out things as far as the adventures.
I mean,
but
Chase is like, right? Chase was his name? Chase the... Race, sorry,
Race.
yeah, Race, there we go. Race is who I always say if they do a film, a good one, Daniel Craig would be the best.
But
Like,
but
awesome for that.
these for sure. Like I can
Yeah.
tell you, like I love Johnny Quest, and that's my necessity.
That's
Like
an
we
awesome
usually
Yeah, it's a good news.
So-
The first
Yeah, to,
memory
uh,
I had of Johnny Quest is like it was Cartoon Network brought it back in the 90s. Like they had like a special movie
Yes.
for it.
movie.
Yeah, and I remember it being there's a really deep scene in that movie. It was like, oh, this is kind of dark.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's a cartoon that you can show your kids, and they would actually, especially the Real Adventures, because I don't know about, like I said, trying to get kids now to watch anything retro is kind of hard.
Yeah, it's a little rough because the animation's dated and people want the
Yeah.
the more vibrant colors and the cleaner and crisper
Yeah.
lines, and so it's a little hard if you've already started them on like what we have now. You know what I mean? Like yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying to bring Saturday morning
That's
cartoons back.
easier said than done.
Exactly. Parents
easier
just gotta
said
like
than
no,
done.
you can't watch cartoons Monday through Friday.
do think,
you
yeah.
gotta wait till Saturday morning. Like you can watch 2 at 3:00, 2 decent ones.
Yeah,
But
I
Saturday
think-
morning you gotta wait for your good stuff.
I think we shouldn't be saying this on a podcast because we're gonna get in trouble.
okay.
We're gonna get
It's all right,
parent,
it's
a big parent.
Yeah, editing powers. Everyone here has to sign a disclosure, by the way, because I don't want you guys to talk to.
there.
some-
No,
I
but-
just I just got a random
It's-
info just before I forget. Goober and the Ghost Chasers was that older group that was similar to Scooby-Doo. Sorry, I just had to get that out.
I've never heard of that.
I don't remember their names, but that's their names apparently. But I remember them. They're in the Laugh Olympics, and that's where I first saw them. And they were just a straight rip-off of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
pretty
it
much.
sounds...
I mean, Ghost Chasers.
I gotta
like,
check that
obviously.
It sounds like you had illegal TV, sir.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, and just to bring
With
everyone
that,
to speed...
that cable box.
oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
Robo-Box.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah,
A lot
you
of
know.
people are shaking their heads here.
Just for our audience, that is mostly we're probably new listeners now. Hopefully you keep listening to our podcast. We have plenty of episodes. We talk about all kinds of things.
They're all a little different.
Yeah, they're all a little different. We'll talk movies. We'll talk video games.
Yeah.
We talk cartoons.
We'll
talk
review series.
review television series. We went on a whole Game of Thrones.
We're going to be
binge.
reviewing a
About-
book.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a
What?
book now.
A book,
Apparently.
yeah.
We'll see how long that takes.
What is that?
We're not the biggest readers. But so you understand what a nerdcessity is, which is what we just gave at the end of every episode. This one's a little close to the end instead because someone brought up what he was holding back for the nerdcessity, which is Johnny Quest. At the end of every episode, we give something that's called a nerdcessity, which is something that may not be the most popular thing, but it's like something you should have under your belt. So, and we usually try to stay on topic or on theme. So, if give an example, we're talking horror movies, we would nerdcessity, probably a good horror movie or horror comic book or horror video game or something to that extent. So you understand what we mean when we're talking about nerdcessity. And yeah, give our podcast a listen because we do all kinds of conversations like this. I hope we have some new listeners now in the crowd.
Listen to us.
And oh man, the list we didn't talk about Transformers,
And reviews. We need
G.I.
reviews.
Joes.
G.I. Joes.
G.I. Joes.
G.I. Joes.
One thing I always talk about with
Conan.
Transformers.
Conan.
Yeah, which one?
Huh? What? Just throwing things out there.
Conan, the
I'm just throwing
Barbarian?
things
What?
I'm pretty sure Conan has a cartoon.
Is that a
I'm
cartoon?
sure.
I'm pretty sure.
It might
I'm
have
pretty
been.
sure.
I'm just throwing things out there. Conan and
Yeah.
and
Throw things out. Huh? SWAT cats. Wow, I heard
And-
about that in years.
Got a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, he brought up the the Ghostbusters animation. Oh, speaking of Ghostbusters Transformers, sport that tee in your pajamas. Oh. In case everyone didn't realize, it's hard to see from the table. You know, we're having cereal, we're in our pajamas, we're hanging out like you were doing Saturday morning cartoon time. Watching time.
and
Oh,
Rocky the cartoons.
Stop it,
Rocky.
this guy.
Yeah.
You can do all the Stallone ones or they're all
Rocky.
cartoons.
Yeah, the
Scorpion,
Godfather,
the cartoon, the
Godfather
Godfather.
cartoons is
The
so
Godfather
amazing.
cartoon would
so
be-
amazing.
Were you Care Bears people? Care Bears? Care Bears? Care Bears?
Actually, I like Care Bears. I don't
wasn't
care
into
what
Care Bears.
anybody says.
Gummy Bears was.
I don't
was
care.
good.
You know, listen, I was not in the States, so I had to really catch up on a lot of cartoons.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
had.
that's true.
right? Like really, like
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
had
cartoons.
the vampire one.
What?
What was the name of that? What was the name
No,
of the vampire?
what I had.
You know which one I'm talking
No,
about.
what I had was a warrior that was in a horse going around with his little machete, and he would scream.
What?
Yeah,
I never heard of that one.
exactly.
I heard about the vampire.
His name
one.
was
What was that?
his name was Pidio Valdez. El Pidio Valdez. Yeah, that's what I had as cartoons.
Please tell me that's a real thing. That you're not
That's
just making
funny.
this up to bust
I'm
our
not
chops.
making that up.
I'm so googling that.
I am not
I'm
making
watching
that.
that.
El Pidio Valdez was his. He was a country warrior, and he would go around telling people that communism was the best thing in the world.
All right.
Because that's when he
I'm
was
just
in
letting
Cuba.
you know that's the
He was
reality
in
of it.
Cuba. Oh man, that's
I'm
that's
telling you the reality of it. That's what I
Muñequito de
had.
propaganda. Oh man, I'm
I
watching
also
that.
had Russian cartoons for some reason.
Yeah, a lot of Russian cartoons.
Yeah.
Or
a lot
they were
of
just
Russian
dubbing
cartoons.
cartoons in Russian, like
Yeah.
maybe.
No, they were not in Russian though.
Oh, they dubbed them to Spanish.
Yeah, but it was terrible. I think that was the worst, terrible cartoons. I don't like
Oh
them.
man, that's hilarious.
I think I've had a thing against
Oh, you know
Russia.
what?
These guys
Whatever.
went out as soon as you said.
Yeah, no
communism.
kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Nope,
sorry.
I'm out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the reality. That's what I
That's
had.
it.
I'm
They're
sorry.
onto our
So I had to
cartoons.
do my catch up. I had to
Cámara.
do my catch up in 1990 with cartoons, like a lot of cartoons.
Yeah.
A lot of cartoons.
We had two
But-
Russian
but
spies
the
in the back.
fun-
They just went, "Comrade, they're onto us. Let's leave now."
Yeah, yeah.
They're talking
But
about their
listen,
cartoons.
I don't think we're gonna make our next.
But I
panel,
tell you
man.
what,
I don't
I
think
tell
we're
you
gonna
what.
make
The
our next panel.
subliminal messages we put in there.
But it's funny. But you know what? I did fall in love with Voltron
In Cuba.
in Cuba.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's a good escape.
So, but we're not gonna bring up vampiros. Vampiros in La Habana.
Vampiros en La Habana.
We're gonna bring that
Yeah,
up.
it's a vampire in Havana. Yeah, that's the thing too. That's the thing too. That is a movie.
movie?
It's
An
funny.
animated
That
movie
was
or-
actually
It's,
funny.
it's one of the best cartoons.
Yeah, so that's
Hey,
cartoons.
in fairness, back to Saturday morning cartoons. Probably one of the biggest Saturday morning cartoons ever at its time, especially the Super Friends.
Super Friends.
Super
yeah,
Friends,
that's
of
like
course.
Super Friends
With
of
the
it.
with
Yes.
the campiest version
Yeah.
of
Yes.
like Aquaman and like
Yes.
wow, that Aquaman, this Aquaman, nothing like
Yeah.
like at all. Even the new comic books, everything like that.
Yeah.
So you had the Legion of Doom. And I got a side note. There's some really good cosplay out there.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Seeing
good.
that Star Wars stuff, we're gonna be talking a lot about that.
But we missed a couple of good ones from the
Super
90s. We
Friends is
missed.
great.
We missed a lot of
Do
cartoons.
you remember the Michael Jordan? Was it Michael
Yes, the
Jordan?
It
sports
was
one.
Michael
Jackson.
Bo
Bo
Jackson. Bo
and-
knows everything.
Yeah.
And with
Wayne
somebody
Gretzky.
else.
Wayne
Wayne
Gretzky.
Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't start watching hockey to that cartoon.
Yes.
I'm still not really into hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey live is great, at least for me. I mean, other people might be great, big
Yeah,
hockey fans.
live is
but
awesome, yeah.
For me, live is awesome. And that's why, because that Wayne Gretzky cartoon, like, they made them like they're superheroes. It's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
And then Bo Jackson's like, okay, he played baseball and football. But then in that cartoon, it's like, no, he plays everything.
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 Bo
He's an
knows,
Olympic
man.
swimmer.
He
was
Star
talented,
Trek
I mean,
already. He was extremely athletic. But yeah, in the back. Yes! What is it, rubber
WWE.
bando at the beginning?
WWE?
Oh, what was that one?
No, WWF.
Yeah,
F,
that
F.
was WWF at the time.
Yeah,
and
it's-
rubber bando was always at the beginning
remember.
of those, and you had
change.
those were
There's
great.
a change.
And Real Monster.
Oh, there's
Monsters. Real Monsters,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want to talk about that. That will always be
Back to
MGM
90s.
for me. I don't care what they say.
Yeah, I still call it
Didn't
MGM. I don't even know what it's called
Hey,
now.
Didn't Mr. T have a cartoon for a while too?
Mr. T did have a
Mr. T had
cartoon.
one. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, with the WWF one. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of that one.
You guys remember what's the King Arthur and the Knights of Justice? Remember that?
Yes, they were
That was
football
actually
players,
fun.
and then they got
Yeah, they go back in
It was
time.
like basically like
and-
John Carter kind
Yeah.
of, except not on another planet.
I'm gonna throw
and
one.
better.
I'm gonna throw one out that you're gonna hate.
Me or him?
Him.
Oh,
Me?
okay.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be easy.
Yeah, Omega. It's called James Bond Jr.
Why is that?
Does
was
anyone
that a
remember
thing?
James Bond Jr.?
Does anyone actually watch
You
that?
remember
You
James
actually
Bond
watch
Jr.?
that?
James Bond Jr.
Okay, were you
See, I
forced-
brought it
were you
up.
forced to watch it?
It's the music. It's
the
the music.
song. It's the song.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. That song was catchy,
catchy.
though. It's
It's
catchy.
catchy.
But
It's a
why?
really-
Why did in
listen,
one of
go,
the episodes it looks like the
Bond.
Mandarin? That one villain
James
looks like the
Bond
Mandarin.
Jr.
James Bond Jr.
Da-na-na.
Yeah, that song is awesome. I saw that show when I was in first grade, and I don't remember anything about the actual show.
No,
That
I
should not
really
be a
don't
song,
I
either.
remember.
It was a catchy song.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
catchy
So
song.
I brought this up like 2 weeks ago, and he was just like, I don't
Like,
want to.
that should not be a thing. I'm like, that should not be a thing.
Yeah.
It should not. That's horrible. What is slap in the face James Bond? Oh, how about
the Bernstein Bears.
Planet?
Captain
Bernstein
Planet.
He's
Bears.
our hero. What? Like, wow. Like,
Gonna bring police.
especially if you've watched, anybody here watched The Funny or Die, the Don Cheadle Captain Planet?
Yeah.
That's the best. My heart is breaking with the tree.
My
But it-
heart,
tree.
it hurts.
Tree.
We didn't bring in Garfield or cartoons.
Garfield.
Garfield and Friends, yes.
Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Heathcliff. Oh, Heathcliff was
yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
And there was what was the other
Cats,
cat
Felix?
scene? The one that they would usually keep them separate because they couldn't have like two badass cats and forget my language, two bad but cats in the same like episode. So they only once in a while would have them both together. There was Heathcliff episodes. Do you remember by any chance? Top Cat.
Top Cat, yeah. That's the black and white cat, right?
So for the
Yeah.
was that a talkie or was that okay? Was there a ding, ding,
Actually, I
ding,
do
ding?
remember Top Cat. I actually do remember Top Cat.
Do you? Oh, he does have it.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
okay,
You remember
yeah.
Top
Yeah,
Cat?
I vaguely remember.
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, it was like an orange cat with a. Oh, okay,
Yeah, with a hat on.
vaguely. That was I would see that during that same hour of the Casper.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was around. Yeah, it was around that Hanna
Oh, we got
Barbera.
one right here.
Deadpool over here. Dino Saucers. Was that during the Transformers era?
No.
Yeah, I remember.
No.
That was like in the 90s, I feel.
That-
Late 80s, 90s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
that was not around that area.
No.
No, that was before. That was
Before?
before that.
That was before that.
They were actually. They looked like Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Gigantor. Nobody here knows about that. I only know about that because I was forced to watch it as a kid.
Oh, so this is where the force.
See, that's what I'm
kids
talking
comes
about.
Into.
So, yep.
It's the abuse repeating. This
is where I gotta talk-
We just started a
where I
dangerous
talk to
cycle
Mary.
of forcing Saturday morning cartoons upon kids.
It's okay.
But
It's not your fault.
some stuff's good. It's worth watching.
We missed a lot
Awesome.
of cartoons. Though.
We missed
Like,
a lot.
missed
I mean,
a
there's
lot
so
of
many.
cartoons.
No,
There's so many,
and
but, I
the
think
good
we
thing
hit
is
the
that's what we
gist.
like about it. Limited time, so when we do the topic again, we have a different audience and people throw out different things
Yeah.
that they throw our way. We enjoy it. We brought up Smurfs. That's what happens when you walk into a panel late and then just start throwing stuff out.
Yeah.
Come on in. I mean, we're wrapping up in about 10, 15 minutes. but
Birdman
It's
was
good
one
talk.
of those.
There's air
We didn't talk about
conditioning.
Birdman.
Oh, the Jackie
The Jackie
Chan
Chan
cartoon?
cartoon. Wow,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
That's like really recent.
Yeah.
And wasn't he like
That's
in-
not really recent. That's like late 90s.
I mean, more.
I'm
more
gonna tell you
recent.
something about those.
We're good.
You guys never played.
was
I don't
like
think you
Indiana
guys ever
Jones.
played this, but Nintendo had a Jackie Chan game.
I never played them.
Amazing
game.
game. It was an
yes,
amazing game.
I remember that
Yeah?
game.
Yep, it was called Jackie Chan Adventures or something like that.
Yeah, it was off the I think it was off the cartoon, which is like where they were
Yep.
kind of like
Jackie Chan is
They're
awesome.
kind of like
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, where they like looked for like
Yep.
treasure type of thing. Oh, where in the world is Carmen
Carmen
Sandiego?
Sandiego.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so
Which maybe you guys just knew the cartoon. I actually played the game in school and then watched the cartoon.
the game. You mean the game that they had, the live show game?
Well, no, it
The
was
game
actually
show.
a computer game
Oh, okay.
first, where you actually would like try to discover
Okay.
things. It
Yeah,
was-
because
missed-
they had the cartoon and then they had the game show.
yeah,
the
together.
show.
It was
The
a,
show.
yeah, it was a
Rockapella.
geography.
Doom,
Oh, that's right. They rebooted, right?
Yeah.
They rebooted Carmen San Diego.
Yeah, it looks a little like Kim Possible, but
Yeah,
yeah.
which is like the new Dora movie coming out because they aged her. Like,
Yeah, I know
High
one of us
school
is
age.
gonna be forced to watch that.
oh
one.
yeah.
We're sure.
Not
Popeye,
this
we
one.
missed Popeye.
Oh, Popeye.
Yeah.
Still a cartoon.
Was that a Saturday morning cartoon?
cartoon.
Oh yeah, of course it was a Saturday.
Yes, I
morning
think that
cartoon.
was Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, Popeye's awesome. I stands what I stand. Hey, that Robin Williams movie was
Amazing.
amazing.
He
That was like one
nailed
of the
it.
first movies that really showed that Robin Williams was no joke.
He nailed
No
that
joke, yeah,
character.
because he was Popeye. He
yeah,
was.
he totally invoked.
And that was a perfect olive oil too. That was
yes,
a good casting.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
she
was from
was.
the
From the-
Godfather, right?
She's from the
No,
Shining.
she's Shining.
From the Shining. That's right. From
Shining.
the Shining.
Yeah.
yeah. That was man, that was a good movie. Pluto. That's right,
Shelley
Shelley
Duvall,
Duvall.
yeah.
No, and no, those Popeye cartoons were good, man. Like, it was like, especially for like, I like that just to see a fight. Like every episode, you get to see a fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Popeye and Pluto go at it, and it's like, Sinbad. Oh wow, it's getting really.
Even
ancient.
though we brought it up,
Oh, the movie, yeah.
Oh,
no, but
okay.
it's a great movie. I mean, makes you want to see
I like
it in
that. I like that
cartoon.
movie.
I'd gladly
nice.
pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Wimpy. That's good stuff.
I know we brought it up, which was Looney Tunes, but the Tom and Jerry had its own.
Yes, Tom,
Yeah.
was Tom and Jerry. Was Tom and
Tom
Jerry
and
Looney
Jerry.
Tunes? They weren't. Were they
Tom
part of-
and Jerry was
I don't
Looney
think so,
Tunes.
no.
Yes, yes,
it
they were.
was.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think
But
so.
you know
Yeah,
what?
of
You know
course.
what? There was a time that they tried to make them talk.
Oh yeah, they did do
I
a.
did not
They did
like
do a
those Tom
version
and
of that.
Jerry's.
It's horrible.
Oh no, you know what I was thinking of? No, I don't think
You
they
had
are
the one, yeah, no.
Looney Tunes.
You had
They're
the
not
one
Looney Tunes.
cousin that Jerry had the cousin that would talk. It was like the all white one.
Yeah, no,
would
but
cry
I
a
didn't.
lot.
I didn't mind though when it was like their side characters talking. I think it was a point that they had
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry talking.
Yeah.
Just out of
I
nowhere.
think Droopy was part of Tom and Jerry. Was Droopy part of Tom and Jerry? Was he part of that?
I think he was
universe?
part. You know what? I think he was part of the series that we will watch.
Yeah, because I think
They
that
would-
big
they
dog
would
was the
bring
same
him in.
dog. The one with the spike collar. I think
Yeah,
his
they
name was
would bring
Spike.
him into the right
Yeah.
after Tom and Jerry or something like that.
Yeah, we'll get a research team.
Yeah, for
eventually
the next one. Yeah, we'll put our research team on it and get it
Yeah,
together.
this is a
This is,
broadcast.
I just met these guys today, actually, just to tell you the truth.
We got anybody else want some cereal? We got some
Fat Albert.
for Saturday morning cartoons.
Fat Arbor.
We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I know she don't want Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We got Golden Grams.
Josie and the
Cheerios.
Pussycats.
Oh yeah,
Gem.
Josie and the Pussycats. Gem.
Yeah.
You want? What was that?
Oh, you want some
Oh,
cereal?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
great.
great.
Pick.
Pick cereal.
Golden Grams, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Got some
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Those are the ones left.
No one ever picks this, so let's just put that away.
Thank you for coming up.
Cheerios, just
Regular
regular
Cheerios,
Cheerios.
not the
No,
honey nut, just like
Cheerios.
regular
Nobody got
Cheerios.
time for this.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
time for this one though.
That one, that's clutch right there.
Yeah.
Who is that? Shout out a couple more. Any like weird
What's
cereal
your
choices?
what cartoons do you watch? Yes.
What do you-
Pinky Malinky, right? Look at that.
Which one?
How did I know that? How
Which
did I
one?
guess that? Do you like Pinky Malinky?
The Archies.
Oh,
That was
Archie's.
a cartoon? I thought it was a comic book only. They made a cartoon of the Archies?
Oh,
Did
we
they
got
have
one
a-
there.
Oh, really?
Which one?
Jabberjaw.
Nah, I don't. Do you guys remember that?
Jabberjaws.
What? Oh,
Oh.
yes! No, I do remember that. He
remember
wore
that?
a hat too. And Hanna-Barbera had a thing with hats on animals. That's right.
That's what made him more human.
And McGilla, yes, and
Magilla Gorilla,
That was
I do
part of the whole
remember.
Hanna-Barbera. Oh man, that was good stuff. Yes, Beast
Oh,
Wars.
Beast Wars, yeah.
Man, Transformers is insane because
Some-
that was
Beast
a-
Wars was the first
Let
one.
me-
Transformers was like
I
3D.
love Beast Wars. I
Yeah.
watch Beast Wars every single morning before going to school.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy thing I'll throw out, and maybe this would be one more nerdcessity, so we can end. We're gonna have to end soon because there's gonna be another panel.
I'm not ending this. I'm
But
staying
with
right here.
Transformers, if you ever seen on Netflix, there's that documentary, "The Toys That Made Us," and it's great for all like the retro '80s cartoons. How you
Right.
find out because like Transformers was 100% toys first, And I didn't know that at the time because I was a kid. So as a kid, I just watched it. But they made the toys first. They had it was like the art department guy. They said, hey, you got a week to figure out a whole storyline for all these characters, for all this stuff from these toys they brought from Japan. And he just made this whole universe, which he's not getting a dime for. Because at that time was like a whole different situation.
Sounds like the 80s.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then they made the animation after the toys to promote the toys, but it was the toys first hitting the shelves in the toy stores, and then you started getting the cartoon. And it was the same thing with our G.I. Joe. Our G.I. Joe cartoon. They changed all the toys from the original, the big like Barbie sized G.I. Joe.
And those
to the small
G.I. Joe toys were the best ones.
Yeah,
the smaller
I don't
ones.
care.
Yes,
the
because
smaller
they
ones.
had the little joints.
Those were the best.
Snake Eyes. I had every version
Best
of Snake
ones.
Eyes you could imagine. It's great stuff.
The best thing about those toys is you could mix and match them, so you could get a screwdriver and just make your own character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. At least they went to the Bumblebee and the backtrack, which was a lot better.
We
It was a lot
can't
closer
talk
to
about
Pixar's
that movie too much because someone gets very
Yeah, I know. Look, right out the
traumatized
gate,
about
you
it.
went from to like that's already like why did they have to change the sound?
No, he's talking about the cartoon movie.
Talking about the cartoons. You see what happened?
that's
You
why-
just- you
let me
just-
turn out next to which we talked about this a lot, lazy.
Yeah.
Next to the horse's death, Atreyu's horse's death, and Never-Ending Story. That Optimus Prime death is one of the most traumatic
I don't wanna
experiences
talk about
in our
this.
childhoods.
I
think
do
we
not
should-
want to
we
talk
should
about
wrap
this.
So
this up
ending on that
before-
depressing note.
No.
Yeah.
Why do we always do this? Why are we ending in this
Yeah.
sad
and
note?
depressing.
Why?
Side note.
Yeah, we have everyone who's still in our audience. Applause so our audience at home knows the real. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, it actually grew. So if you're earlier and you listen to the beginning of the podcast, it sounds a lot louder.
Yeah.
It's not MSK adding soundtrack.
It probably will be.
We just have a lot of people came in late, which
Oh,
it's fine. We do the same thing.
Also, for the people that's just going to be obviously just
Yes.
listen to us, it actually got bigger, the crowd. Like,
Yes.
it was not just...
No. Right after the Melodica Men, who were here earlier, for those of you who missed them, they're going to be doing a whole Marvel list of music. And we're
songs,
going to
yeah.
be doing an MCU panel. And we're going to be talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe since last year, because we did that last year also. So we'll be talking Endgame and Captain Marvel and all of the stuff that came out of Comic-Con.
Spider-Man, yep.
Spider-Man Far From Home. MSK's going to try and dance around that one. So, yeah, please join us in the other panels if you can. We're tabled right outside. Some kids say hi to us. We got prizes we're giving away.
And thank you
yes.
for joining in.
Yes,
and
and for
giving us
everyone's
feedback.
input. A lot of good input, and that always helps the
feedback.
panels and the episodes of the podcast. So thank you so much. Hopefully see you soon
you,
at the
everyone.
next panel. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
So yeah, this is Omega saying peace.
Let's get peace up.
Yo, peace. Pitas.
And there you have it, folks. This has been Fanatically Correct. Until next time, you crazy kids. Signing off.